Hey guys, Louie here. Welcome to my channel. And today I want to talk about a trade that you might do with silver if you believed that the run was going to continue and if you think that FOMO may come back in the market. And I'm not talking about the kind of FOMO that you avoid, I'm talking about the kind of FOMO that you capitalize upon. Okay, I'm going to set the stage here and see what you think about the idea of trading some of your silver from one product to another. First off, I want to go to this Reddit post here from 3 years ago, and this person was trying to identify Silver Eagle premiums over time. Now, you'll all recall the time a few years ago when the silver squeeze had basically not only increased the price of spot somewhat, but also increased the premiums in the market because people were very excited about buying silver. Now, that is not today, okay? I'll get back to today in a minute. But back between January of 2021 and right around June of 2021, let's see, let me get back here. Between January of 2021 and going up to June of 2021. That's about the time that the silver squeeze fizzled. If you don't know what that is, well, just go. You can Google that and you can find out how people that were part of the meme movement and the GameStop movement tried to run silver to higher levels. So that is the backdrop, and it lasted about 6 months. And, looking between, well, let's even go back to January of 21. Now, let me show you the GameStop chart here really quickly. Just 1 second. This is GameStop, and you can see the meme movement started right in the beginning of 2021. And I'd say by June, it was pretty much petering out. Okay, at the same time, they started the silver squeeze. So keep that time frame in mind, January to June 2021. Okay, now we're going to get back to the Reddit post. 1 second. Okay, so if we go back to January, Silver Eagle premiums were in the vicinity of 19%. So on a $20 Eagle, that would put the premium around $4 or maybe $4.50 on a $25 premium. So around 20%. Now, premiums today are much lower than that, so keep that in mind. We'll check that in a minute. But it went from a 20% premium all the way up to a 44% premium by February. Then that dropped down to around 43. But we had more than a doubling of the premium on Silver Eagles. All right, so that is what happens during a FOMO phase. Now here we are with silver. This is silver futures, so don't get confused. We are not over 31 in the spot market, but the futures market is over 31 and looks like it wants to run higher. Will it run higher? Well, your guess is as good as mine, and I think there is I think maybe 50-50. I think we could go up from here and retest 3250, and then maybe a 25% probability that we move past 3250 and we move on to 35, 36, 37. All right, and then much lower probabilities that we go beyond that. But I think, pretty even money right now that this move, which I think is sparked by gold, I think gold is pulling silver up with it, will continue for some time. Now, if we get back into a FOMO mode, you could see existing premiums, which right now are, oh my gosh, you can find premiums as low as $3. Let's do the math on that. If you're shopping on Costco, you can get it even cheaper than that, $2. But let's say $3, okay? And divided by 30. Okay, premiums right now are at 10%. Historically, they have been 20 per the gentleman that did the Wayback Machine. Okay, Silver Eagles is what I'm talking about here. And you can get generic for pretty close to spot anywhere that you look for it if you're looking. So with Silver Eagle premiums half of what they have been before, okay, historically at the lows, with a potential run up to 45% on Silver Eagle premiums. And at some points in the past, it's gone as high as 75%. So if you can look at moving the premium from 10%, about $3, up to say 50%, which would be around 50%, which would be around $15. This is why you want to consider moving some of your silver into Silver Eagles right now. The other thing that's setting up, because if you do move your 100-ounce bars, your generic bars, your buffaloes, etc., into Silver Eagles, it's not going to be terribly costly to do so, okay? You might have to sell your silver at $1 under spot. Vermilion Enterprises is paying that right now. And then, you might pay $3.50 over. All right, so you might have a $4.50 conversion cost to moving to Silver Eagles right now. But if you do that, you have the potential to capture a $15 premium within months. And again, that depends on the probability. Where's my silver chart? That depends on the probability of silver staying strong and perhaps moving higher. But it would not take much to throw the Silver Eagle market, which will be the first market to show FOMO. If you don't remember the past, curtailments in Silver Eagle production was part of the reason that premiums increased. Okay, so moving on to the U.S. Mint. So remember that in the past, more than one time in the past, when Silver Eagle production drops, that often is equated to an increase in Silver Eagle premiums. Now, right now, the premiums are not much above what the authorized resellers pay for these things, all right? And big outfits are losing money on Eagles right now. That's why you're finding them on Costco, Walmart, and you're seeing other deals all around. So premiums, I don't think have been this low since maybe 2014, if you really want to go back. So lowest Silver Eagle premiums in years. We've got silver breaking out, hopefully going to 31, 32, 33, 35, and the potential for the U.S. Mint to curtail production. Where's the proof of that? In their production page for Silver Eagles, they only did 850,000 in September. All right, so they started the year strong at 4.9 million, and then they added 5, 10, I don't know. We're at 18 million Silver Eagles. If you go back historically, that's actually rather low. And this is partly because the retail consumer of silver, the retail stacker, is not strong right now. There's more sellers than buyers. And all the silver they're selling, or a lot of it, is going back to the refiners, okay? Because China, India, everywhere they make silver products, from solar panels to EVs, etc., they need more and more silver. We are in a deficit, okay, in terms of production. We're in a surplus in the retail market, and we're in a deficit in the industrial market. How do you prove that? Easily. Look at the buyback prices of silver at somewhere like Vermilion, who is very transparent, and what he will tell you is when he buys your silver at $1 under spot, well, first he'll try to sell it back to the community, but if they don't buy it, the smelters, the melters, the refiners will buy it at a very good price. So why is it that retail demand is weak? It's our economy, I believe, and prices are high on silver, and industrial demand is strong, as evidenced by what the refiners are paying for silver and gold right now. He's actually melting quite a bit of gold, sending to the refiners to have melted because he's getting very close to spot for it. Okay, and double check that if you don't believe what I'm saying. But here we have, I'm talking about changes in the retail stacker market. We've got Silver Eagles at 18.5 and the U.S. Mint slowing down because the authorized resellers are losing money right now. Nobody's buying silver. In that dynamic, that creates a trough of premiums and a shortage of Silver Eagles. when the market turns. Now, the market over $30 right now, actually in the high $30 range for spot, over 31 in the futures. Gold moving to all-time highs, people predicting 2,700 pretty comfortably, maybe 3,000. It's going to continue to pull silver up. The first kind of silver, I mean, most people buy gold when they start stacking, and I can't blame them for that. The very next thing they do is buy silver eagles. When they go to look for silver eagles, these premiums are going to start coming up. All right, so that 10% premium you're paying today as a percentage of spot price, I know it might be $3, but spot is over 30, could move to 50%. If you spend the money at the current time to change out of your generic bullion, bullion like this, okay, you go ahead and send it to somebody that pays a decent price, and very soon after that, you pick up your silver on Costco, for example, where people are getting eagles close to $31 with the 4% rebate, or you pick it up on eBay. There's good deals there. If you have a 3% rebate credit card, you can get it in the 32s. You can trade this out at around in the high 29s, maybe a hair below 30. Buy back in the 31, 32 if you buy astutely through Costco or perhaps eBay, and some people still buying on Walmart. And you have traded out at the lowest possible premium there has probably ever been on silver. You've traded out of your generic at a small loss, and you've traded into silver eagles at the lowest possible premium. Now, if silver runs, here we go. Now, here's the next phase of what I'm planning and thinking. If silver takes a run, can we get a longer chart? Yeah. And you know silver's been to 50 before, and it's been to 30 before. But if silver takes a run, can I get the price in here? If silver takes a run past 35, say to 40 or so, and silver eagle premiums go to 50%, you'll be getting $20. You'll be getting $60 for the silver eagles that you just traded into at 32. Okay, now, when this happens, I'm not saying stay in those silver eagles forever, because as this Reddit gentleman pointed out, what happens to premiums? Going back, let's see, they were 13% in 2019, and then they run up to, upwards of 50%. But after that, silver eagle premiums can drop back. Is catch the low to convert in, and catch the high to do what? Not to sit on them and watch them go back down, to convert back to generic, convert to gold, convert to platinum, just take the cash for a while. And I'm not saying do this with your perma-stack. I'm saying do this, maybe with half of your stack. But people that made a lot of money took advantage of the silver squeeze by selling into it. What did they sell? Overpriced silver eagles to unsuspecting stackers that thought a $50 eagle was going to go to $100, in 6 months. And in fact, it went back down to $27. All right. So this does require being nimble, having a good way to buy, having a good way to sell. I've given you 3 ways to buy. I've given you 1 great way to sell. Vermilion Enterprises, paying good money because he's very transparent on his prices. If he changes his buyback prices, he'll tell you that. So you can trade this potential silver squeeze in silver eagles that may happen if silver continues to stay strong and move higher. Now is the time to increase your silver eagle stack. If you don't have any silver eagles, then feel free to pick some up right now, the ways I talked about. Get over to the website, bestsilvergolddeals.com. If you want to see all the deals every day, I do those for you at no cost to you, and give you some tips and tricks to get silver and gold at the cheapest price. Not have no allegiance to any one dealer. Okay, so and while I'm at it, hey, I want to thank the channel members for being part of the channel and supporting what I do, which is not sponsored by any bullion dealer. Just give me 1 second here and let me get over to YouTube. and we are up to 14 members. And I want to thank you all deeply from the bottom of my heart for supporting the channel, and perhaps you're getting some of those silver bars that I'm pouring and offering to members at 250 over spot, and which I'm doing that for free. Basically, my time is basically all free on that. So thank you, Reefer Gill. Thank you, P. Sull. Thank you, Clayton Hoskinsons. Thank you, Dr. Klopek. Thank you, Silver Stacker. Thank you, Left Seat, Platinum Platypus, J. Cal Dog 1, Mr. Kiwi, Bill Frazier, Silver and Gold Drew, Tucktown Stacker, Silverback Stacker, and Kelly O'Brien. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being part of the community. Hey, if you guys want to request a special video of any particular kind, feel free, and I'll cook one up for you. And that's all I have for you today. So with that, I will say thank you. Subscribe if you'd like to see more of this, and let me know what you think about my trading in and out of Silver Eagles right now. Would you do it, or are you just going to sit back and watch? And whatever you do, don't be the guy that buys Silver Eagles when the premium's 50% again. Don't be that guy. We want to prepare now for the FOMO that may be coming. No guarantees, not financial advice, but it's happened before more than once, and this is what happens. And as the retailers, the bullion dealers, the authorized resellers say, you have to make hay while the sun shines. And when the stacking community returns to silver, especially when gold gets priced out of sight, they're going to take advantage of it and take advantage of you. So rather than be the victim, be the victor here and make your plans now. Thanks, guys. I will see you later. Louie out. Have a great Sunday.